What the hell is MPR? MPR stands for mental protuberance resistance. It is an exercise that is going to help promote things like forward growth, a higher set hyoid bone so that you have that snatched, cinched jawline look. It's a prerequisite to help you get a wider palate too. You need to understand that MPR in itself is not going to give you things like a wider palate and more forward growth, but it can directly address facial imbalances, fix any muscular asymmetries in your neck, and promote far better head posture. It was a method I found out when on a video call with my chiropractor. He studied bones and joint suture theory for the last 30 years. I spent hours firing questions at him that all of you guys had in this looks maxing space, seeing what works, what doesn't work. He deduced this to be one of the most important exercises when it comes to symmetry, increasing the strength of your supra and infrahyoid muscles, which I'll touch on in a sec. The exercise will help raise your hyoid bone and overall promote a healthier, stronger, more attractive face and neckline. So how does one do it? It's called mental protuberance resistance because your mental protuberance is the name for your chin bone, and you're going to be applying resistance to that in repetitions, opening and closing your mouth with the resistance coming from your thumbs. You want to place your thumbs underneath your chin. I personally like to put my hands together, looks like I'm praying, and I press the base of my index fingers against the front of my chin for stability, like so. Then, to complete the repetitions, you just want to open and close your mouth while providing moderate resistance with your hands. The repetition should look more or less like this. So what is it doing when you're doing this? It's directly targeting the suprahyoid muscles. The suprahyoid muscles are the ones above your hyoid bone. There's two things that happen when you strengthen these muscles. One, they obviously get stronger, and two, they will get more taut. Picture a bodybuilder that has trained his arms so much to the point that he can no longer straighten them. That is because the muscle has been trained so much that it has become taut and it can no longer fully release contraction. That's the goal here with your suprahyoid muscles. You want them to become tight. When they become tight, they're going to be suspending your hyoid bone higher all the time, naturally, without you having to think about it. So how should you perform the reps? First of all, it's important to note that if you have any popping or clicking in your jaw area, stop it immediately. There's a sign of early TMJ, and getting a nasty case of TMJ is going to screw over your jaw gains and give you some long-term issues. Listen to your body. If it feels like it hurts, don't do it. But if you are just starting out and you have a weak neck, I would recommend using light pressure with your hands and doing about 20 reps, resting for about a minute in between for 5 to 8 sets. As I said, listen to your body. As you get stronger, as you progress over the next coming weeks, you can increase the pressure, the number of reps, or the volume of sets, so that over time you can progressively overload these muscles. Now, understand that this itself is not going to give you forward growth. The forward growth is going to come from maxilla development. It relates back to joint suture theory. Your skull has sutures all over it. Contrary to popular belief in this community, your sutures are still not fused until around 20 to 25. Yes, it may be harder to see results if you're upwards from 17 or 18. As you may have seen, I was able to achieve pretty substantial results in just 3 months of doing this at 18 years old. So, understand that when your suprahyoid muscles get strengthened, your hyoid bone lifts, but you will be able to hard mew more frequently and more firmly. Some people like to say that thumb pulling is far more effective. Personally, I disagree. Maybe you can get more maxilla development from just thumb pulling, but you neglect all of the muscles that come from hard mewing as well, like engaging the deep neck flexors, the infrahyoids, and the suprahyoids. Think of frequent hard mewing as like an all-in-one, and consistent pressure can also be beneficial too, instead of thumb pulling, which is just 5 to 10 minutes of extreme pressure, and then for the rest of the day it has all of that time to revert to what it was before. Ideally, any single time that you are not talking, eating, or hard exercising, you should be trying to at least mew, if not hard mew. When you start, you will be feeling such a burn in all of your neck muscles, because it is intense. And it is up to you how much you do it, but just bear in mind, the more you do it, the better your results will be. Hard mewing enough will widen your palate, creating better development of your maxilla. If you don't know, a wider, more developed maxilla is viewed as more attractive. It promotes healthier airways. That's why this exercise is so damn useful. Now, You should make sure that anytime you do strenuous exercise on things like your neck, you are fully warmed up. Ideally do it at the end of a workout. You want to mitigate the risk of injury as much as you can. And also take some time separately from the exercise throughout the day to stretch your neck muscle. There's really no right or wrong way to go about it as long as you're listening to your body. When you start this, you will be engaging muscles you have most likely never worked before. So take it slow, listen to the stretches your body is telling you that it wants, and by building consistent, sustainable habits, you can see real progress within a matter of months. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. Best of luck, gang.